You've got to start with your bib number on. There is in every other sport, I think.
Yeah. And you know where it usually is. It's usually tucked into your ski suit. Been for a toilet break, and it's down the back somewhere. Well, I can think of occasions where people have been taken off the start because they haven't got their bib number. The American Nordic combiners know all about that.
Well, whatever happens, let's hope she gets to race, even if there's a qualifying issue later on. But good to see how this plays out.
And the others probably complain that she's not carrying as much weight as them. So number 2 is missing, but she's there. It's Emma Ribom. So we'll have to remember that. 1 is Jonna Sundling, just tucked in behind her is Maja Dahlqvist. 3 of the best Swedish sprinters we've ever seen. Nielsen, of course, was the out-and-out star. What did she have? 17 wins in her career. And Sweden dominating proceedings at the moment. Nadine Feindrich for Switzerland haven't been quite as convinced. I can just see the effects of the Tour de Ski in her legs. And then at the very back for America, Julia Kern. And is it a question of who is the best of the rest? Do you think Sweden are going to clean up here?
Well, the odds are stacked in their favour, aren't they? For sure. Hard to tell who is going to be the most tired now.
So the fastest qualifier leading at the moment, Jonna Sundling, who is of course the Olympic champion from Beijing last year, starting to regain that confidence after missing out on much of this season. Lynn Svan wearing 5 at the back. I think it's been such a long time since Lynn Svan was on the racetrack. I think it's going to take a couple of rounds before she finds her form, but getting through to the final, probably enough to secure her place in the World Championships in Planica.
Not a good position to be in, Lynn Svan. 4th or 5th place on the inside at this point. So far in all of the other races, that hasn't proved to be a good tactic.
Yeah, Sundling still gliding along, looking relatively relaxed. I think Julia Kern's starting to suffer with the speed that's being set up now. Svan is still in it as she moves over to her right-hand side, looking for some space. Leading at the moment, Sundling. Now number 2, Emma Ribom, without the bib number, comes through. If she wins and gets disqualified, that would go down as a bad day for her, and there's every chance that that could happen. She's had 2 wins already this season, 1 in Ruka, 1 in Lillehammer, but it's still Sundling who's holding on, the Olympic champion, finding something special here at the heights of Livigno, 1800 metres, and she's got about 1.8 metre lead at the moment as they come into the last 120 metres. As soon as the fir branches start, that's 100 to go, and now they up the pace again as the gradient steepens. It's still Sundling leading on the left-hand side. Starting to look strong is Maja Dahlqvist, who's starting to challenge, but it's Sundling who has the lead, a metre or so clear at the moment, and Dahlqvist is going to take 2, and a photo finish between Emma Ribom and Feindrich for 3rd position. It's tough. It's really tough.
It is interesting that everyone's asking what he's thinking, not what are the others thinking necessarily.
So nice to see a few kids coming out. The lack of spectators really due to the fact that this is not a traditional venue on the World Cup circuit, and I think the minus 15 degrees first thing this morning might have had something to do with it as well, and a little bit of wind picking up as we've seen.
Yeah, and given that it's not that long since we had the silence of the COVID era, still feels like a lovely atmosphere here.
So with Pellegrino out, Shanova out. Michael Novak went out in the second semi, a bit unlucky because he really was the one that pushed them to a good time, which saw 4 qualifying rather than 2. He got bitten by himself, really.
Yeah, he should get a special award for entertaining us today. He's brought a lot of fire and brimstone to the racing.
Yeah, Goldberg certainly one of those that should thank him. Jouve, who dug deep, came through from the first semi-final, just 0.17 of a second down on Klæbo. He will know he can find that, but has he got it in the tank? Klæbo still doesn't look the confident man that we've seen virtually every time on the start gate this season.
So Grand and Riebli looked really pleased with themselves. There was a little bit of team power we saw as they crossed the line in the final of those, the last of those 2 semi-finals. I think it was the second one, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they dug deeper than the gold mine to get through to this final, so there has to be a question over what they've got left. Keep an eye on the 2 Swiss athletes. They're wearing 4 and 6. The Swiss suit red from the front, but when you look from the back there's a little bit of silver as well. The French you'll know with different coloured legs, the Joker suit some call it. And the French missing Shanova, but they have Richard Jouve and Renaud Jay. Jay in 12 over on the far side. It's Jouve who's leading at the moment, and Klæbo not making a move yet, sitting back in 5th, which is exactly what he did in the semi-final. And then just before the little rise coming up, he put in a burst here. He's waiting, he's not going this time. I think it's going to come. Well,
how did he do that?
Incredible, 5-1 without even using his poles. Extraordinary.
There's some magic going on there, Patrick.
Now, is he going to go for a burst at the top of this little climb? Keep an eye on him. Keep an eye. No, he's still running at 80% at the moment. Maybe he trusts himself over the last 100 meters. We can speculate all day long. He knows exactly how he was feeling and what he had left to give. So it looks as though he's going to lead under the banner. He's on the perfect line coming round the corner. No one on his outside, so free to skate, free to take the line he wants. Number 4, Valerio Grand, looking strong, buoyed by his efforts in the semi-final. Looking for a way on the outside is Paul Goldberg, exactly as he did 10 minutes ago in that second semi-final. Came through as a lucky loser, and as soon as they're under the banner, the speed is going to change, and the first man to accelerate is Valerio Grand. That will force a response from Klæbo. Grand has gone very, very early here. He's done a lot of altitude training. Is he the man who's finally going to take the crown away from Klæbo? But there's the change in tempo. There's the acceleration that we see week after week after week. But he's got to be careful because Richard Jouve of France on the left of your screen has upped the work rate as well. It's Jouve versus Klæbo. Nothing in it at the moment. And Jouve, last year's champion, starting to believe that maybe he can get the better of Klæbo. 10 metres to go, and again the Norwegian stretches, and he wins by the slimmest margin. Well done to Jouve. He really made a race of that one. Just 0.3 of a second in it. Riebli in 3rd, Goldberg in 4.